Hey and welcome to the Daily Arsenal News Show. Let's begin with our daily news. Arsenal star Bernd Leno asked Klopp to lower their asking price for him to allow transfer to go through. Arsenal goalkeeper Bernd Leno has requested that the club lower his asking price so that he may complete a transfer to Fulham. The German shot-stopper has fallen out of favour at the Emirates Stadium in recent times due to the presence of Aaron Ramsdale, who joined last summer and got off to a strong start in Mikel Arteta's side. Leno has been linked with Fulham for much of this summer, but it seems a deal has stalled, as explained here by Fabrizio Romano. Now, there has been another update from Ben Jacobs of CBS Sports, who says the Gunners are being pushed by Leno to lower their demands for the players so that a deal may go through. Leno looks like he could be a fine signing for a newly promoted Fulham, and the move would surely also be good for him to go there and boost his chances of playing regularly. Arsenal have Matt Turner, who can act as a new backup option to Ramsdale, so there is not much to lose from cashing in on the player. It will therefore be interesting to see if the Gunners can be persuaded to lower their demands and prevent the saga from dragging on. Pablo Mari linked with Fenerbahce. Reports today say that Pablo Mari could be set to join Fenerbahce on loan for the upcoming season. The Spanish centre-half was deemed surplus to requirements last season, spending the second half of the campaign in Serie A with Udinese, and he has been one of the names most heavily linked with a move away this summer. The 28-year-old made just two Premier League appearances last season, featuring in the opening two defeats to Brentford and Chelsea. The Turkish side are currently managed by Jorge Jesus, the former Flamengo manager who knows Mari well after his spell there. There is talk of a €5 million loan fee, which feels extremely high and quite unlikely, but as Mikel Arteta aims to trim down the squad, as a move it makes sense for all concerned. Since his arrival from Brazil in January 2020, Mari has made just 22 appearances in all competitions for Arsenal. Ligue 1 club targeting a move for Arsenal striker Folarin Balogun. Folarin Balogun is very likely to leave Arsenal again on loan in this campaign. The striker spent the second half of last season temporarily at Middlesbrough. He got plenty of playing time, which his development needs at the moment. He has returned to the Emirates, but Arsenal has signed Gabriel Jesus to increase competition for a place on the team. This means he will struggle to play again in this campaign and should look to leave. He might go outside England this time, with a new report linking him with a move to the French Ligue 1. A report on the Sun says Reims are targeting a loan move for him as a replacement for Hugo Ekitike, whom they have just sold to PSG. Ekitike is also a very young striker, and they believe Balogun will be a perfect replacement for him in this campaign. Folarin will struggle to play if he remains at the Emirates, so a move away again is the solution that will make everyone happy. This striker has the quality to prove his worth for the Gunners in the future, but he needs to develop further, and he will only achieve that by playing regularly. Arsenal are struggling to sell Nicolas Pepe. Fabrizio Romano has been speaking about all things Arsenal and has claimed that the Gunners are struggling to sell Nicolas Pepe this summer. Pepe is on a long list of Arsenal players who are being allowed to leave the club this summer. The Ivorian has failed to deliver since signing for more than £70 million, and the Gunners are prepared to take a loss on the winger. Indeed, recent weeks have seen Everton and Leeds both declare an interest in Pepe. However, Romano has put a dampener on things with regards to Arsenal selling Pepe and has said that things are proving difficult in terms of the Gunners getting a deal done. Arsenal are open to letting Nicolas Pepe leave, but at the moment there is no official offer yet. The player himself also changed agents this summer in an attempt to get a move, but it's proving a tricky sale, Romano told Count Offside. Despite being branded as a phenomenal player by Mikel Arteta, Pepe has struggled to make an impression, and it's believed the Spanish coach is open to letting him go in favor of bringing in another right winger to compete with Bukayo Saka. The issue for Arsenal is that clubs will be unwilling to pay big money for Pepe when he was being so substandard for the Gunners. There is reports the club might accept £25 million for Pepe, but even that is a big chunk of change to pay for a player who has been so inconsistent. Of course, he's also said to be on big wages, so that's another stumbling block. but the reality here is that both Pepe and Arsenal need to get this deal done and dusted. All parties need to move on, rather than dragging their heels and seeing another window pass by without resolution. Atalanta confident they will sign Nuno Tavares from Arsenal. Atalanta are confident of signing Nuno Tavares on loan this summer, but the Times reports that the Serie A side want an option to buy included in the deal. Tavares has attracted plenty of attention in this window. Reports have suggested that Brighton want the 22-year-old amid doubts over the future of Marco Curella. But it appears that it's Atalanta who lead the race. Fabrizio Romano reported that Arsenal will make a decision in the coming week about whether to let Tavares head to Italy. The journalist did suggest that the left back was keen to make the move. The Times has provided a further update, reporting that Atalanta are confident that they will sign the Portuguese. Meanwhile, they want an option to buy included in the agreement. A loan deal does appear to make sense for Tavares. He showed some incredibly promising signs during his first year at the Emirates. But it became abundantly clear that he's not yet ready for regular game time in the Premier League. And with Arsenal bringing in Alexander Zinchenko, the Gunners can afford to let Tavares leave for those consistent minutes. It's crucial that Arsenal do not leave the door open for Atalanta to sign him permanently on the ship. He clearly has a lot of potential. Mikel Arteta suggested that he was exceptional at one stage last season. If Arsenal feel that he can still make the grade at the Emirates, they should hold out for a significant fee. But it does appear that he is closing in on a move away ahead of the new season. Arsenal chief Edu provides update on Bukayo Saka contract talks. Arsenal director Edu has provided a positive update on contract talks with the star player Bukayo Saka. The England international has been a joy to watch for the Gunners in the last few years, rising up through the club's academy to become one of the most important members of Mikel Arteta's squad. Saka's current contract ends in 2024, and Arsenal fans will no doubt be anxious about his future as talks continue, but it sounds like Edu is relaxed about the situation. Speaking to The Athletic about a range of topics, Edu touched on Saka's contract talks with quotes that will surely be reassuring to Gunners. He said, "Good, very good, everybody is happy. It's normal, we are going to sit and put all the expectations in the right place, our expectation and his family and his agent's expectations, and put everything together. The main thing is how he feels comfortable with us. He is happy, we are happy, so it's just sit down and find a solution." Arsenal have had a strong summer in the transfer window, bringing in the likes of Gabriel Jesus and Alexander Zinchenko, but getting Saka to commit his future to the club would perhaps be the best piece of business of all. Fabrizio Romano recently revealed that Saka had interest from top English clubs, but that he's happy at Arsenal. Edu reveals precisely how he persuaded Gabriel Jesus to join Arsenal. Arsenal director Edu has spoken about the transfer deal for Gabriel Jesus this summer, revealing how he persuaded the Brazil international to join Arsenal from Manchester City. It seems clear Edu has a strong strategy in place for Arsenal in the transfer market, with Jesus looking an impressive signing, while Alexander Zinchenko and Fabio Vieira also joined the Gunners this summer to give them a much improved squad since the disappointment of last season. Edu is key to Arsenal's signings, and it seems one of his strengths is that he knows how to talk to people and win them round. The Brazilian managed to persuade Jesus to join Arsenal, even though the club don't have Champions League football in this season. And it seems he struck a chord with the player by telling him he didn't see the best of him at the Etihad Stadium due to his lack of regular playing time. "I worked with Gabriel as well from the national team. I know him, I know his family, I know everyone, and that's why I decided to go there to talk to the family," Edu told The Athletic. "I said to him one thing, which his agent said was really nice. I said, 'Gabriel, I'm here to try to sign you, but not the Gabriel from this season. I want the Gabriel from the other seasons, because this season you've not played the way I know you. You've lost your shine. When I see you this season, I'm not seeing you as before, because I know you very well. I want the Gabriel from last season, because again, you have to be Gabriel.' He looked at me and said, 'You are right.'" Injury expert warns that Arsenal man must feature in more preseason games. Kieran Tierney is one of the quality players in the current Arsenal squad, but the Scotsman has a serious fitness problem. He often suffers injuries that make him unavailable to the club for a long time. This one reason they have added Nuno Tavares and Alexander Zinchenko to their squad in the last two summer transfer window. He didn't finish the last campaign after being sidelined from March until its end. He has returned to training this preseason, but he's still not consistent and he has suffered a small problem again. This means he will not have a full preseason like everyone else, and the injury expert, Bernd Leno, believes it's not a good thing. He tells Football Insider, players need to be integrated in preseason games, but if Arteta is to be believed, it's certainly more of a precautionary measure as opposite to anything more serious. He is expected to join the squad this week and train for their next game. That suggests that it was more of a minor issue that they didn't want to take any risk with. If his absence extends maybe 1 or 2 weeks, then this does become a concern. Every period of time you miss in this block of training could have an impact on the upcoming season. Tierney's many injury problems could eventually rob him of his Arsenal career because they may struggle to give him a new deal if it keeps going this way. This Scotsman is a great player, but he must keep playing to prove his fitness to us and his manager. Arsenal encouraged to take Arthur Melo on loan to buy deal. Italian giants Juventus are hoping that Arsenal come in with another bid for midfielder Arthur Melo, this time in a loan to buy deal. Arthur has been on the radar of Mikel Arteta's side for some time now. He very nearly joined in January and has remained a player of interest into this summer, despite the Gunners already spending more than £100 million on the new players once again. Indeed, it was only last week that Rudy Galletti claimed that Arsenal were now ready to make a bid for the Juventus player. And according to Sport Media said this weekend, Juventus are hoping that the Gunners take Melo from them in what would be a loan deal with an obligation to buy at the end of the season. Melo, who was described as an incredible talent while with Barcelona, is said to be valued by the Turin club at around the £25 million mark. However, Arsenal would be loath to pay that fee this summer given the amount they have spent already. The Gunners are expected to keep making moves in the market if the right player becomes available, but right now, Juventus are probably living more in hope when it comes to Arthur moving to Arsenal. There was a time when Arsenal would have loved to sign Melo and needed him in the ranks. However, after landing the likes of Vieira and Zinchenko this summer, the need to land Melo now isn't exactly a priority. Of course, Arthur Melo is a decent enough player. He would improve the Arsenal squad and add depth to what is already a healthy-looking squad. However, the time seems to have passed when it comes to Arsenal signing Melo as a matter of urgency, and Juventus might find themselves disappointed on this one. I will be uploading daily Arsenal news, so keep your eyes on the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate your support. Peace out.